Today I'm going to make ham hocks, greens, and pinto beans in the Big Blue Elite pressure cooker. First thing that I'm going to do is take 4 pieces of bacon and cut it into little bite-sized pieces. And we're going to put this in the pressure cooker in the browning mode while we get everything else ready. The pressure cooker is in browning mode. And I'm just going to toss in all the little pieces of bacon. We're going to stir them around and just get some bacon fat going and get these pieces to get crunchy before we start. Let it sizzle a little bit. Alright, while that's browning, I'm going to cut up some garlic and some onions. Alright, just want to roughly chop about 6 or 7 cloves of garlic. And I'm just going to make rough slices of onion here. I'm not going to make it real fine because I want it to come out in the greens as nice sized pieces. Now all of these I'm going to add to the browning bacon. You can look in there and stir it while this is starting to get a little bit brown. But as you can see, there's some bacon fat in there, and that's where we're going to add the garlic and onions and get them to brown a little bit too. I'm using smoked pork Hocks, which are from Hormel, and they come nicely shrink wrapped in a package here. So I'm going to cut the package open. These are all ready to go, already smoked, already cooked basically. But we want to infuse the flavor from the ham hocks and the bacon into the greens. That's a nice dinner for 2 right there. Take a look in here. You can see that everything's getting brown and caramelized, and the bacon fat is getting into the onions and garlic. It smells great. I'm going to add 2 cups of water now. So nothing gets burned on the bottom of this pressure cooker. Now I know that's just getting a start going here. I don't want to let it get dry, but I do want to add the pinto beans. I have Goya dry pinto beans. And this is a 16-ounce bag. I'm going to add about half of it here. That's about right. And I leave it in browning mode because it keeps the pressure cooker nice and hot. In here I'm going to place the ham hocks. And then I'm going to add a bag of kale. I'm using cleaned and cut kale. You can use collard greens or a mixture of greens, whatever you prefer for this meal. But we're going to do kale today. It looks like we're adding a whole lot, but this will cook down. Kale is loaded with vitamins. Okay, something like that, because you still want to leave a few inches at the top of the crock pot pressure cooker. You can hear this is still boiling down there. I left that on, as I said, to keep the pot hot. And I'm going to add 4 more cups of water, so it's a total of 6 cups of water. The reason I'm adding so much is because we're using dry beans. Now I'm going to put the lid on the pressure cooker. In a lock mode. Now make sure your top is in pressure mode. I'm going to go down here and cancel the browning mode, and then I'm going to put it in meat and chicken. And this is the same as high on your pressure cooker if you don't have these settings. And then we're going to set the time And I'm going to put it in here for 35 minutes. Now I'm using 35 minutes as a time, which seems like a lot, but it's because the beans are dry and not cooked. We'll come back in 35 minutes after the pressure comes up, and I'll show you how to release the pressure. And the meat is going to be so tender it's going to fall apart on these ham hock bones. Now the pressure cooker is finished, and I allowed this steam to escape naturally, just to make sure the beans are done thoroughly. Just in case, we're going to check and see if there's any steam left in there to escape. Yep, there's still a little in there. I'll let that out right now. Alright, steam's almost gone. This took an extra 20 minutes to allow that to finish off naturally. Oh, look at that. Look at those greens. So now we have, the greens are cooked perfectly. The ham hocks, see, they are falling right off the bone. Let's put them on the plate here. Look at that. And the beans on the bottom, they look perfect too. That was just the right amount of time. So we did 35 minutes of high pressure, and then allow the steam to escape for 20 minutes on its own. Look at that dinner, huh? Does that look delicious? And we're going to serve that with some homemade cornbread with jalapenos and cheese. That looks like I could just take a bite. You should try it. It's really easy. Nice, delicious dinner.